shoulders, ball to the floor, heel lifted so you can drop it, hence the name ball heel. So we'll do this in a marching pattern. We'll start with our right foot. So we lift up the right foot, ball to the floor, heel to the floor, ball, heel, ball, heel, ball, heel, ball, heel. Okay, so it's a really easy step, but it's really fun to do because it's one that is simple, but yet when it's done fast, it's really impressive and can be used to bridge together lots and lots of other different steps. The second step that I'm going to teach you is called a brush. And the first thing I want you to do is shake out your ankles. Because oftentimes we hold a lot of tension in our ankles, especially when we're learning how to tap dance. So it's always a good thing when you're starting to tap dance to shake out that ankle tension. So when we do our brushes here, you're going to brush forward and keep your ankle loose, so don't tense up your ankle like that. Keep it nice and loose. It's just along for the ride, as I like to say. And you brush out or brush away. And now, brush back, but instead of swinging back and nearly kicking your backside, do a J motion like this. So it's a backwards J, so you start from the scoop and you lift it up. So once again, you start away and you brush back and lift, always keeping that ankle disengaged. So now when you do a forward brush and a backward brush, that is another step called a shuffle. So now let's, or at least I'll turn to face this way, and let's do some shuffles. We brush forward, back it up, forward, back it up, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now let's switch feet. 1, 2, left foot, here we go, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and stop right there. Now let's do another step that is a ball change. It looks like this. So as you can imagine, use the ball of your foot, and you're going to step in back. And now with the forward leg, you're going to do a quick weight change by lifting up and stepping down. So that's the change part. So here's ball, and here's change. So we go ball, change, ball, change, ball, change, ball, change. So now what we're going to do is we're going to combine the shuffle and the ball change together. Shuffle, ball, change. So it works out really nicely that when we finish our shuffle, the foot we need is already up, so just send it back just an inch or two, and then start the ball change. So here we go again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, ball, change. And now the other bread and butter step of tap dance is a flap, where it's 2 sounds. You do a brush forward, but instead of pulling it back for a shuffle, you're going to step on it, like that. So we'll start off with a basic flap, where you brush forward and put the whole foot down on the floor. So let's try that right foot, and then we'll switch to our left. Flap, 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 flap. So what I often see students do is get this confused with a shuffle. They try to shuffle and then step. But what you're going to do is do brush forward, step. And then you just push off the back foot to free it up so you can start the other foot. Flap. So it's called flap, but when teachers call it out, it sounds like fall lap because we're just following the syllables of our footwork. So now let's apply another step that we've already learned, the ball heel, to the flap, so that we add an extra sound to the sequence, and it looks like this. Ball, lap, heel. So now instead of landing flat-footed, land your flap on the ball of the foot, like this. Lap, pushing into the ball of your foot, and now you've got some space to drop the heel. And now do that on the other side. Okay, so let's try them again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and flat. Heel, and flat. Heel, and flat. Heel, and last time, and stop right there. And now a step that at least I often use to switch sides are stomps and stamps. Difference between the two is that the stomp, you hit the floor and then it comes back up off the floor. There's no weight on that active leg. Stomp, and that's the whole foot that hits there, and then bring it back up. So now the stamp, as you may have guessed, means that we end with weight on the floor. So now we go stamp, which is the big, heavy march. Just be careful. If you're on a hard surface like me, you don't want to pound too much because you will give yourself shin splints, and you do not want those. They take forever to get rid of. Now what we're going to do is take the footwork that you've been learning in this video and apply it to a simple warm-up technique drill, and we'll play some music so we have something fun to dance to. 5, 6, 7, 8. Enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that
experience with learning the basic steps into tap was pretty fun. I feel like anyone could really get into tap if they really want to. It's something that could really help people get out of their comfort zone in many ways. I feel like it takes a lot of stamina and a lot of energy to do it. I'm personally currently really sick right now, so I wouldn't recommend doing it when you're sick, but when you're not sick and have a lot of energy to do, you could just take a tap dance class. And I feel like just doing it with a few friends or in a group with people would be so much more better than just doing it alone. I personally feel like anyone could get into it. Like I said before, I remember when my brother was in 5th grade, he had to do a tap dance routine without having no knowledge about dance. And we had to drive like 30 minutes away from where we lived to find the tap dance shoes that he had to wear, and they had to be a specific color. They couldn't be the color they wanted. I'm pretty sure they had different colors, but they had to be a specific color, and it was pretty hard to find his size for boys. But if we were able to do it, I always found tap as a really fun thing to do, a very fun hobby that people get into. It kind of reminds me of just getting into cardio, getting into running kind of, but just staying in one place in a way. But I found it very, very fun. It was a very fun experience to do, and I hope I could get into more tap dance classes in the future.